Hey, this is End of the Road Haunts, and since I'm a haunter and it's what I do, I'm gonna be talking about more spirit leaks as it goes. Because, yep, you know how the ball rolls. I'm talking about spirit leaks. Now we got three main credits for this video. We got the flagship Phantom, Nightmare Prowler, and J.A. Haunts. And maybe some other people. I'm not sure, but those should cover the big three bases. So yeah. Let's get started with pictures of the ISE in-store, just taken from the window. We've seen this a million times. Here's the first one, the archway. I've talked about the archway before, but apparently Jack's eye lights up, which is pretty cool. You can see that in another video, but I don't have that right here. This is another picture of it from more of a side view. Again, pretty cool. I do like the layout, and honestly now, I think I've definitely given my take on the themes before. But honestly, it does get better whenever I look at it, and it does have a really nostalgic, like, sort of 2011 feel to it. It's, like, modern enough while still being, having that nostalgic feel. And I must say, I do quite like how they're going away from the sort of layout of, like, a central building with, like, a bunch of things around, like how they did in, like, 2022 or 2023. And I honestly really like the sort of, separated risers. And it's almost like the animatronics are on, like, islands, quote-unquote. Because, A, it makes display options for small stores a whole lot easier. And B, I honestly just think it looks cooler being able to walk in between the props and, like, have the little walkways and stuff. Kind of reminds me of 2020, if anything. And, hell, that's cool, honestly, because, like, on the 2020 theme layout, for the front theme at least, was kind of neat. So, hey, I like the looks of this so far. And I'm really excited to see it in person. Now, let me say we're going into the Wanda Webworth corner, guys. We're going to have a Wanda Webworth portion of the video. Let's go. So, number one, we have a picture of Wanda Webworth's face up close. I must say, in some of these pictures, she looks honestly better than in the video. Her video did get released. I haven't covered that. And I don't think I will cover it because, I mean, my opinion on her is basically the same. She's awesome. And I want to get her. So I won't cover the video. But yeah, here's an in-store picture. She looks pretty good. This is another in-store picture of her, like, fully set up, like, in the, I guess not in the flesh, in the plastic, in the fur, whatever. And she does look pretty good here. It appears her, like, arms/appendages going to be posable, which is pretty cool. Because honestly, I love it when animatronics have posable arms. I just think that's cool and they should do it more, so hell yeah. Hopefully she'll look good in person, mainly size-wise, that's what I'm concerned about. Because, I don't know, she seems like she might be really small in person. But then again, in this picture, you can see her next to Max Straw. And from what I've heard, Max Straw is fairly big. He looks kind of sizable in the videos. But I haven't seen him in person, so if you have, you let me know. So I don't know. Hopefully she'll be like one of those bigger in person than thought animatronics. And hopefully that'll make her worth the $270. But yeah, that's cool. And now, nothing crazy, we have her box. Which, same animatronic box art as all the others. But I will say, she does have a pretty big box, which surprised me a bit. I don't know why I wasn't expecting it to be small or anything, but oh well. She has a big box. Probably because I'd have to guess her body comes in like one piece. She also has a pretty big base, but hey, I mean, it's cool that we see that. Speaking of boxes, we have the box for this year's new Scream 6 Ghostface, which A, confirms that it's from Scream 6, so that's cool. B, this is from the Nightmare Prowler. I mentioned him at the start of the video. I'll probably mention him in the description. And there you have his watermark, so alright. And C, in the background, you can see what I think is the box for the static Ghostface. Which, okay. But yeah, honestly, Ghostface is growing on me by the second. While I did already like him, I'm definitely excited to see him in person. Because I think he'll just be a really cool license prop, honestly. They're all good this year, license props, but I just think he'll be, Pretty neat. Again, Scream isn't quite my cup of tea, but who knows where I'll find myself. And there they have him posed with a machete on the box, which they probably should have gone with a knife for the box because it's more iconic. But as unpopular of an opinion this is, I don't actually mind him with a machete because, like, Ghostface literally uses a gun in most of the movies at points. Like in Scream 6, the one he's licensed from, he literally has a shotgun. So, I don't think Machete's that out of his depth, to be honest. But that's an unpopular opinion. But yeah, also a pretty big looking box, but whatever. Still pretty cool. Now we got some more of the ISE manual picks. Number 1, we have the world famous Sideshow, not Slideshow. This isn't grade 6 anymore. But no, the world famous Sideshow. And it looks pretty cool. But I've pretty much talked about it before. So I won't go over anything here. Except if you look next to Barnaby, you can see that step pad is hooked up to the jumping spider. So we now know what that is. Man, they're just trying to fit the giant spider in wherever the hell they can in the themes. And I can't tell whether that's hilarious or sad. But yeah, won't go too in depth on this picture. This picture I will go a little more in depth because it's decently new. Granted, we've had a picture of the ticket booth side of the Funhouse leaked a long time ago, honestly. And there you can see Nibbles on the side. We got his demo too. He's pretty damn cool. We have Wanda Webworth, just talked about her. And then Cotton Candy Dan, who I must say, this is a prototype, of course. And the in-person pictures of him look cool. This prototype looks absolutely ridiculous, though. So I really hope they swap out some of the prototypes for the for sale models at Flagship, because oh my god, that Cotton Candy Dan looks ridiculous. I'm sorry. But yeah, the other kind of clown decal at the top, looming over everything, which now that I notice, he actually has kind of like winding arms, which is pretty cool. You have the signs behind Wanda Webworth saying like CARNEVIL, Funhouse of Terror, and the main attractions and stuff. And by the way, that main attraction sign might warrant a video on its own. But I'll get into that when I get into that. But yeah, the Funhouse is honestly pretty cool. Yeah, it's all cool. I think all the theme is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm just a broken record. I'm sorry. It's kind of tricky to talk about leaks and say stuff other than just, this is what they are. And then the final image. We got a lot more of the Funhouse leaked, obviously, but I don't think that stuff is as important. But here we have the merchandising. And this tells us a few things. A, it tells us all the animatronics that are in it. So if we had any hopes of Demonic Gatekeeper being inside or something, I guess not, because this is all they have. But I'm also pointing this out because two things. A, you can see that it's the gray jumping spider in the themes, so that's cool. We'll get to see him in the themes, even though I don't think anybody really cares because he's just a jumping spider, but gray. And then you got Victor and Emily. You can see their box arts. It is pretty cool how they match up. I don't see why they wouldn't match up, considering like Shorty and Slim matched. But whatever, it's a cool box art. But yeah, again, that's the video. Sorry if it wasn't of high quality. Talking about leaks is tricky. But yeah, just getting that out there. Credits to where credit is due. Tell me what you think of the themes and animatronics in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.